Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know we are again in a different setting. So I know I've been MIA, but if you saw my last video, which I will put up in the cards up here, I recently moved and I am in my new apartment. This is probably one of the nicer backgrounds that I have right now. Everything else is sort of, you know, a work in progress. And so that's why I missed October favorites, and that's why I've been gone for almost 2 months. But I'm back with a new November favorites. It's a lot of like home items, and it's really like a mishmash of like a skincare product, a concealer, and let's see, like a couple like pairs of shoes, but mostly like house items. But yeah, so if you are interested in seeing what I've been up to or what my new apartment sort of looks like right now, go check out my previous video where I kind of give like a very, very brief tour. But I just set up these Christmas lights about a week ago. I have some candles going. This is the one that I mentioned, the Cucumber and Wild Mint from Zoot Baltatier. That I butchered that again, but yeah, this smells amazing. So that like really like fills up my whole apartment, the smell. Yeah, but let's just dive into the monthly favorites that I have. All right, so the first item that I have are a pair of shoes. These are the Cole Haan Piper Mules. I don't know if they still have them available. If they are, I'll put them in the link description down below. As always, I'll have everything in the description. But these are in black suede. And sorry, there's a truck outside, so I apologize if there's any noise. But these are super comfortable. They took no time to break into. That's usually what happens when I buy Cole Haan shoes. These were something that I wanted to try because the Gucci mules are too expensive and these are like a fraction of the cost, but I really, really enjoy these. They're not as weather appropriate right now, even though today is a really nice day. But yeah, I love these. Okay, so the second item that I'm gonna bring up are my West Elm linen sheets. So when I moved into a very small studio apartment in Boston, but I figured the item that I invest most in is really like my bedding. So I'll bring up a second item on that list as well. But yeah, so the linen bedding that I bought, obviously quite a bit of an investment. I got from West Elm. But I really like it so far. It's really breathable. I feel like it's really easy to wash, which is important. And I really like the colors that I chose. I went with white and beige. Very boring, I guess, but very classic. I don't like to go with crazy colors in general. And because my apartment's quite small, I like to go with lighter colors to feel like the space is more open. Sorry, there's a truck outside. So the bedding that I went with is color-wise is quite simple, but I really, really enjoy it. Something that I think I will have or hopefully have for a long time, but this is my first time having linen bedding. Obviously, like usually more expensive, but I do think it's worth the investment. All right, so the next item I'm going to bring up is also bedding. I don't know if I'll be able to show this to you, but I'll show you the mattress, I guess. But I bought a Casper mattress because I have tried it at a friend's before and I thought it was really comfortable. This is my first time having a foam mattress, which I was a little skeptical about because you know those like Tempur-Pedic pillows, I've tried those before, did not like it. So this is very different. I feel like my back has improved a lot. I've been sleeping on it for about, I think 21 days, so 3 weeks. They say it takes about 30 days to adjust if you previously had a spring mattress, which is what I had. But I feel like I just sleep better, and I feel like I had a very, very uncomfortable spring mattress before this, and this is just like such an upgrade. I feel like it forms to my body, but not like I'm sinking into the bed. I don't know how to really describe it, but I really like it. I feel like it's really helped with my back issues because I usually have like upper back issues on my left side, and I feel like that's mostly gone away. Obviously it's gonna vary for different people, but for me, I've really enjoyed it. I feel like it's hopefully something, again, that will last for a very long time. Obviously, there are a lot of foam mattresses out there, so I did my research and I compared but obviously it can be a little bit tough because you don't get to try it out. But I think most of them do have like 100-night guarantee that you can try, and you know, if you don't like it, you can return it. So yeah, but luckily I did get to try it on a friend's first, so that's why I ultimately went with the Casper, because it also did get a ton of good reviews. So I actually do have a skincare item this month. It's hopefully I don't get the name wrong, but it's Biossance, Squalane, and Vitamin C Rose Oil. I saw that Ami Song had talked about it, and then I went online to Sephora to look at the reviews, and it got really good reviews, and I do really enjoy it. I think it does have like a very light hint of like rose smell to it, like rose oil. I think for the price, it was a little pricey. I got it at the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. I think I do like using oil on my face, especially in the winter, because I feel like it does help me balance out my my skin, and it helps to control the oil, especially around my nose. But I think, I'm not sure I would repurchase it again just because it was so expensive, and I think like the regular Squalane oil that I've tried, not from Biossance but from Indie Lee, did just as good as a job. So I think I'll see how I feel at the end of the bottle. I've only had it for like a month, but I've really enjoyed it. I like having oil in my skincare, and I was lacking that, so having some form of oil again has been really good for my skin. So the order for this video is sort of all out of whack. Nothing is really in like categories, but I'm gonna go back to shoes. I'm gonna talk about these Everlane Boss boots. I mentioned them in my previous video, and so if you saw that one, these are probably like not a surprise, but I love these. These are like a pointy toe, which I love, and they have a 2-inch heel, which make them really comfortable to wear. And they've got like a sort of like a pebbled grain leather, so I don't feel like it's gonna get scratched very easily. These are probably the closest things I've seen to the Acne Jensen boots, something that I really, really want, but can't really justify the price for. So these are probably like, I think more like half the cost of that. And these actually fit true to size. I have purchased another pair of Everlane boots before, and those I had to size up half a size, but these true to size. I wear a size 7. These broke in beautifully. Didn't really experience any discomfort aside from like the top of the boot where it like scratches up against your leg. So that happened to one of my ankles, but after that they've been really comfortable to wear. So yeah, I wear them probably like 3 or 4 times a week, and I think they're amazing. So we're going to jump back to beauty for a second. This is not a new item. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Macadamia, but I don't think I've ever mentioned it in a favorites before, and I feel like I should give it a shout out because the past 2 months or so I have not really been wearing foundation, even though I think my skin probably could use it, but I just sort of been doing this like around my eyes, around my nose, my chin, and then the forehead here, and then any spots that I need. If I need extra coverage, I'll go in with a matte concealer also by Nars. But I've been using this every day, just sort of as like almost like a foundation now, just in targeted areas, and I love it because it's just like such a creamy consistency that it blends in really well. I just use like a buffing brush and blend it in. Usually no areas of like dryness as long as my skin, you know, I hydrate properly. So gotta give this a shout out. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, even though I've used it a ton of times. The next 2 things are sort of like kitchen related. I bought a French press, which isn't really anything new, but I thought I'd give it a shout out because I've been using it on my days off. I've been like grinding my own like whole beans into making coffee. So I bought this Bodum copper French press. I thought I'd give it a shout out just because I think it is like very beautiful. It's really nice and compact and easy to store. Initially I had wanted to get like a espresso machine, but they're so like expensive and they take up so much space, and I have such limited counter space that I figured that getting something like this would be better for me. So I've been using it every day when I have the day off, when I have time to actually like grind the coffee, take the time to brew this. I'm still like learning different methods. I watch other YouTube videos to learn how to make like a good French press coffee. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this. Again, I think the color is beautiful, and you can just leave it on the counter or store it away. But I think it's, yeah, I've been loving this. I've been loving this little guy. So the last item I'm gonna bring up is super random, but I love these guys. These are coasters from Crate & Barrel. They're the Crate & Barrel Acacia coasters, made out of wood. I think I prefer these over anything that's like, that I can shatter, because that did happen to a coaster that my friend gave me, which is really unfortunate because she brought it from Ireland, I think. But it's just like, you know, sometimes the water just from like the bottom of a mug just sticks to the coaster, and sometimes I'm not mindful and I'm just carrying it across the room, and that's exactly what happened. The coaster stuck to the bottom of the mug, and I dropped the coaster and it shattered. But I don't have to worry about that with these. You know, and I think they look really nice. I think they like, they come in a set of 4. I just have been really enjoy using them. I think I like that they're like a light color as well. Like, again, as I said, like I like to keep everything in here, like the color thing very light, just to make the space a little bit more open, just because I live in a very small space. All right, guys, so that is it for my November favorites. Sorry it was such like a mishmash of like random stuff. I didn't really organize it. I just sort of like wrote everything down, and then I just sort of like decided to film this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I don't know what I'll be planning to do next for video-wise, but hopefully this will go up on Sunday. I'm filming this on a Saturday, so I'm gonna upload this on Sunday, so a pretty quick turnaround. So Thanksgiving had just happened 2 days ago. If you are watching or from the US, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you had a lot of good food. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Please feel free to subscribe down below, and again, all the items that I mentioned will be linked down below as well. But I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.